Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Samuel Murphy. This channel is about film, my love of cinema, and my journey into filmmaking. So welcome back. This channel is dedicated to talking all about film, from all aspects of filmmaking, film production, which includes television. You could include that. Yeah, it's production. It's production, and from the idea on paper or from your mind, from the idea, vision to the idea on paper, having it written on paper, to the finished vision. From the idea on paper to the finished vision. That is what I talk about, all aspects of film and or information or advice or opinions or feelings that are related to film. So I hope that makes sense and not confusing. Because last night, towards the end of my last live stream that I did, I was speaking about a huge segment of it was dedicated to talking about Blockbuster and the Blockbuster rentals store that we used to have here. It was part of the film industry. It was part of how how society interacted with film and what it meant and what it stood for. So it was relevant to the conversation. But that was then, and that was last night. Here I am again. I'm here to use this place as a platform to, as I say, share my journey with people, and in the process, make some connections. So, welcome back. Hello, everyone. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This channel is about filmmaking and all things film related. Well, mainly about my love of film and cinema and my journey into filmmaking. So it will be anything related to that is what we're going to speak about on this channel. There may be some times where I have a topic in mind, so I'll spend most part of the live stream discussing that topic. Don't have a topic in mind tonight. Well, I don't think I do. I mean, the only thing really that I suppose I felt like talking tonight about was staying true to your vision. And um, like don't let the vision of what you want to make or create, like film. Don't let the scale of that frighten you out of doing it. Right, go big with what you want to create and put on the big screen. What you want to transfer from the idea on paper onto the big screen. In fact, the bigger the vision, the better. Don't sort of like cater it to societal standards of what they think you should make for film. You set out to do what your heart is telling you. Um, and something that you passionately believe in, as my favorite filmmaker says, and don't let the size of your vision or the scale of it uh, talk you out of doing it. You should go for you should because that's what makes you so different. Is by that's where your viewpoint is. That's your as a filmmaker. That is what your signature is. That's what your fingerprint is. That is your that's the your point of view is your commodity, like your flavor, your style, your vision, your visionary way of doing something is your style. That's where the value is. So don't let the size of your vision prevent you from going ahead to create the vision to create it. It's actually the opposite. The bigger the vision, that's more from my way of feeling about things. That's all the more reason to do it. You should go after the thing which scares you the most, and that's the vision that you want to create. Um, that's what I've got to say about that. It really is. Oh yeah, I've got my chocolate. I have my chocolate here for people that was wondering. Oh, excuse that noise. My stomach made a noise. Can anyone hear me? Can everyone put a comment below? Does the comment section work? I've had no comments yet. I'm just curious to see if the comments are okay. Should be alright. Maybe everything seems to be okay on my computer. Cool. Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. My name is Sam, and yeah, this channel is about filmmaking, my love of cinema, and my journey into filmmaking. So it's a relatively new channel. I've had it for a year now, and I've only just started to be putting content on. Yeah, I've just started to live stream, and yeah, it's just basically the start of something. It's just started. You might as well say so. So on these live streams, I'm happy to talk about anything film related. Yeah, and film only. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy to take suggestions from people or recommendations, or mainly I'm here to connect with people that are interested in film as well, right? Production, any aspect of the filmmaking process is why I'm here. So we'll yeah, welcome. Hello everyone. The algorithm can be a little bit slow sometimes, so from 1 second there's 2 people in here, and then to the next second there's like 20 people. It's just the way it works. So 1 second, people. Let me just check something. There might be a reason why it's not as Oh no, it is working. Yeah, 65 subscribers. Oh, here we go. I had 63 earlier on today. That's cool. See how this channel is growing. This is great. Hello, Matty. Hello. Good stuff. I'm glad that I've got the ability to talk about on this channel about this. I'm glad that I've got separate channels. There might be a possibility, right, that I might make a third channel, maybe for like gardening, like horticultural things, like to do with like my. But I don't know. Like maybe I could just put all that on my other channel, like seeing as it's Do you know what I mean? Maybe I could just aim it on the other channel, but there could be a chance that I do a third. I don't really want to do another one, but no, two's good. I think I'll just aim it all on my other channel, the horticultural stuff, like, and things like that, because I might make some videos. Or I could aim it on here. I could do some filming and aim it on here, like, some professional filming. I don't know. Probably not on here, actually. Yeah, not on here. Maybe on my other channel. We'll see. We'll see. No, but then I could still make another channel because because I need to make another login account and things. I think you can have up to like 5 channels on one Google account or something. Chevy Prods. Who's that? Hey, who's Chevy Prods? Chevy Prods. What does that mean? Sorry, are you the guy from? Do I know you? Go to channel. Oh, there's nothing on your channel. There's no content. That's okay. Cool. Okay. Sorry, when you said "Hey Sam," I thought I've met you before. Oh, you got another account. Okay. So what's your original account? What's your? Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Everything's fine today. Yeah. I mean, I've come on here today to live stream. Because you know, like, I am gonna get more of a professional setup in here. I am gonna get my other camera, organized, and but for the time, but so that's in the making. I'm gonna do that, but I don't want to come across that this channel is some sort of podcasting channel or some sort of a reaction channel. That's not what it is. But I am gonna make myself a bit more professional and have my camera and lighting and things set up, because I've got loads of equipment. I've got loads of things. At the moment I'm just live streaming off my phone. But yeah, this channel is about film and all things related to film production. So my journey into film moving forward. My journey into filmmaking. Yeah. You do photography, okay? So this is why I made this channel. So it gives me a platform to connect with other people. You don't know who you're gonna meet. You don't know who you're gonna meet. I might meet some editors, cinematographers, photographers, producers. Maybe I might meet other filmmakers, other directors, sound people that deal with sound. Sound editing. Oh, sub. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. If you're interested in watching one of my videos that I've put on recently, which is like my most professional video to date that I've made, it's called The Odyssey and IMAX. You'll see it in my video section on this channel. It's a black and white video. It's monochrome filter, black and white. Check that out. It's 15 minutes. Take a look at it when you get time. Yeah, when you get time. I'll go watch it. Yeah. No problem. No problem. I think you'll like it. It'll give you an indication of where I'm coming from. Straight away, you'll understand when you see the video. Thank you very much. That reminds me, I've got that editing software that I've just paid a subscription for, and I've only used it once. I've got till a certain time to use it before I get billed again. Because I like the software, but I didn't really want to be on a subscription basis. I use this software called Cap, like baseball cap, CAP,
and then cut, CUT, cap, cut, and I mean, I wish I could just, because what it is, you can download it for free, but you got to pay for certain features, like to add sound and to do a bit annoying. So I subscribed for a month subscription, and I've only used it once so far. I've only made one video, because with things like these videos that I'm making on here, the professional ones that I'm gonna, um, there's a lot of love and care that go into them, and I'm not just making content just for the sake of making content. I'm doing it. I'm making things that are consciously made. Like I'm making things that are, yeah, that feel right, but as well that are consciously decided that that I want to make. And I've got some other things that I'd like to make, but it depends how strongly I want to do these things. It's how much consciously I want to make them. I just haven't had that yet. But I better be mindful of the subscription that I've got, because obviously, like, I'd like to use it enough before my subscription ends. Um. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Samuel, and this channel is Samuel Murphy. That's my name, and this channel is about film and cinema, my love of cinema, and my journey into filmmaking. So this channel is like a hangout, like a platform for people that are like-minded, who are interested in filmmaking as well, all the love of film, but film mainly, like for anything to do with the filmmaking process, which people want to talk about or already have some involvement in it, from all walks of life, from anything in between an idea on paper to the final vision, the vision created, um, anything in between those 2 points. This channel is about that, to discuss things, all those things. So, and as well, it's a place for me to meet people. So, hello everyone. Wow, there's some more people that have arrived. Hello, Nancy. Hello. Hello, everyone. If you see me turn to my left every so often, it's because I'm looking at my computer uh, on my left-hand side. So, hello, everyone. So what it is, I'll introduce myself again. So my name is Sam. I'm from the United Kingdom. I'm 32, and I had to make this channel, and I'm glad I did, because it's growing and there's people joining my channel and subscribing. And yeah, I've had the channel for a year, but I've only just started to put content on it. Well, I've only just had the ability to start live streaming on there. And I'm just so glad that I've got the channel to connect with people. That's really what it's about. It's all about connections. It's all about connecting with people. Wow, there's 25 people in the live stream. Hello, everyone. I'm from the United Kingdom. That's right, the UK. My name is Sam, and this channel is about filmmaking. my love of film and cinema, theater, going to the theaters, and my journey into filmmaking. So if from the UK as well, okay. Hello. Any questions related to film or filmmaking? I mean, go ahead and throw it in the comment section if you'd like to ask me something. Are you just answering questions? Well, yeah, as I just said, yeah. If you want to ask me something, or if you have a comment or anything related to film, are anything anything related to the filmmaking process? There might be because I don't know who out there who's watching me right now. So um, you might be into filmmaking yourself. I don't know. Um, or if you just like to watch films, I mean that's fine. Um, I haven't helped anyone else out yet with any films. I'm yet to collaborate with people, but I mean, my own film, I've not as a film as a full film, like a narrative film, like a story. I've not yet made my own, but um, I'm close to doing that though. I'm closer than I was before. Um, I mean, I made a video on my YouTube channel, this channel, um, that I put on a few days ago, about the Odyssey and this year, the upcoming movie, The Odyssey, by Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan, and I talk about IMAX and my experience with that and what it means and the power of IMAX. So because it's a different technology. So and that's on my channel, and that's like an edited video that I've done. That's like when I say edited, it's the most professional video that I've made to date. But it's just me on in front of the camera talking. I I mean, it that's so if that whether that counts as me making a film, I don't. Yes and no, but yeah, but I suppose what you're saying is that have you made something an actual film with a cast and a crew yet? No, but I will though. I will, yeah. So this channel is about my journey and the love of cinema and film. So with film, any comments about film, from the idea on paper to the finished vision, the vision created. Any questions in between those 2 points, like I'm happy to discuss and talk about. And yeah, I mean, as I said earlier, it's a great place to connect with people who are interested in the same thing. So it's a great place to make connections to people. If you have any questions, yeah, I mean, throw them in the comment section. As long as it's related to film and cinema, I mean, I'm happy to, like, let's talk about this. I mean, there wasn't a topic in mind today, or was it? Thanks, Carter Lee. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Watch that video that I made about the Odyssey and IMAX. It will give you an idea of where I'm really coming from. I hope so. Anyway, this channel is not a reaction channel. It's not a podcasting channel or anything like that. It's about my filmmaking journey. So thank you. Subscribe. You know, if you want to subscribe. I mean, there was something I wanted to speak about actually. Oh yeah, don't let the scale of your vision talk you out of making the vision. Like, don't let it talk you out of creating that. Go for it. That's what I wanted to talk about on here. Yeah. And don't try and change that vision. You know, if it feels right to you and you want to create it and you want to you want to merge that vision into the physical. You want to translate that onto film, right? You want to work with people. Don't cater to what the outside world will tell you. You need to find the right people that are in harmony with you, that will be willing to help you out on your project, on your vision. You know, like you know, if you're wanting to be a director, yes, you can take suggestions from people and take some opinions from people that are still working towards the vision, because maybe they might suggest something that you didn't think of, which is not initially what you thought of, but at the same time, it's still helping towards getting the vision made, right? You should be fine with that. You don't want to be too anal about things where you're just saying no, 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 no to everyone. You need to work with people as long as they're working in harmony with what you with the vision. It's okay to go into the unknown about things, or things that you couldn't foresee. As long as it's all contributing to the end goal, that, I mean, just speaking about this now makes me feel really good, like, because I know this is right. I know this, well, this is true to me. In regards to, like, filmmaking, you know, I mean, it could be anything really, not even filmmaking, but this channel is about filmmaking. But as long as you're collaborating in the harmony of in the spirit of harmony with what you want to create, I mean, you should listen to the suggestions of other people that are working with you. Like, at least hear what they've got to say. You might not want to do it, you know, but at least, like, consider it, acknowledge the person. Don't make them feel uncomfortable. Make them feel included, and you know, and they'll work better with you. Because at the end of the day, you want people to work with you as close, like, as good as they can, to get through the process faster. When I say not faster, but more enjoyable, like, if that makes sense. You want it to get through, you want to go through it peacefully, you know, peacefully. Yeah, it'll be challenging, and you want it to challenge you, because how boring would it be if it's not challenging? If it's not challenging you, then you're not growing. You're not growing. You're not overcoming forms of resistance, which on the other side of that resistance is the key, is the, going through a challenge, you are evolving. You're becoming a better person. So you need challenges in something, anything in any walks of life. But in regards to filmmaking, like the people that you work with, you've got to be in harmony with them, and then with you. You've all got to be in harmony, and you should be including them with with what everyone's doing. Everyone needs to know what they're doing, and be open to suggestions from people. But at the end of the day, it comes back to what I said at the beginning of this stream. Don't let the size of your vision talk you out of not doing it. The bigger it is, and the more exciting it feels, and the more grandeur it seems, that's what you want. I mean, that is what you're after. You don't want to like downsize it and downscale it or degrade it just to suit someone else's needs, to suit whoever, to suit the private investors who might be investing money in you, maybe, or maybe not. Or it could be a studio, but that's a different category in itself. That's a different conversation in itself. Um, but for people that are just, well, even when you're working for a studio, you've got to let them know that this is what you're doing, or find someone else. This is what you're doing, and this is what you and this is and you want to make them, you want to work with them closely. You don't want to have a bad relationship with anyone, but at the same time, you got to let them know that who the daddy is, who's the daddy, and that they've got to like back off and let you do what you've asked, what you've been hired to do. Again, still friends, but if you've got a vision and you want to bring it, and you want to create this, you need to like be allowed to do that without someone putting any pressure on you or changing things. If you're an independent filmmaker and you're starting off, then you've got no one to tell you what to do. You've got no one to interfere. You understand? The studio business is a different industry, is a different conversation. Um, and I don't really want to say anything bad about the studios. I don't, any film studio. I don't want to say nothing bad about them, but they are known historically for like interfering with certain people and certain projects, and um, your vision is, it's like, it's how you want to make it. It's how you want to get that made. And as I said, the bigger the size of the vision, the scale of it, the you know don't let anything or yourself talking you out of doing it, because the bigger the size and the scale of it, the bigger the size and the scale of it is great, because it's going to be a better piece of film. You know what I mean? It's going to be better. So don't cater to the like people's opinions, or listen to the outside world, or doubt or fear. You have the vision in mind, you feel it, you write it. You write, even if it's just like an outline of what you want, unless you're going to write a screenplay, a script. The bigger the vision, or of what you want to go after, is what you should be doing. That's what you want. You don't want to be small. You need to be bold and brave. You need to be tenacious. You need to like show the world why you're so different at your style, at this craft, with your own style. You need to like, don't like, I like what I'm saying is that, do not let any doubt or outside influence affect your connection with the vision that you have. Um, do not, like, if you know that's what you want, and you feel the size and scale of it, and that's what you want to make, don't waver from that. Don't be unshakable. Like, do not let go of that. Hold on to it. Um, and the ways and means of how you get to that vision, you might not know, it might take some unexpected turns, but ultimately you're not letting go of that vision of what you want to create. That so, as long as you commit to that, and you stand true to your own integrity and your own value and your own sense of what you want to make, that's that is what's going to distinguish you from others, right? And I'm quoting my favorite filmmaker there. He said that is what's going to distinguish you from others. Like, he mentioned, like, it was Christopher Nolan who said that, but the context was of when he said that was making right, having an idea which you know that you could do, that not a lot of other people could do. That's what he said, right? And he said, and that is that, and that weird thing about it, or that thing that you feel that you can bring to it that no one else can. That's the thing that you should be doing. Like, that is the thing. That thing that which I don't want to say is strange, but that thing which is maybe the average person, like, would it don't fit into their um expectations, or fit, it might not be accepted amongst people, like it might not be acknowledged or seen as basically that thing which is so different about it, which that you feel connection to, which that you could create. That's the thing that you should hold on to. And why would you go and tell loads of other people anywhere about it? That's the thing. Why? You don't need their validation. You're making it for you and for the people that are going to go on to appreciate it, whoever they will be, for the future generations. So you're doing it for you. You understand? You're not doing it to please other people, or in the present, or you're not doing it as much to get everyone to like it in the world at present, because that's not going to happen. You're doing it for the people that do see the value in it after it's released, made, and then released, and then for the future generations who go on to find it, so who come across it. So um yeah, I mean, like, so don't, basically, the size and scale of the vision that you have, don't let that talk you out of doing it, because it's so big, or it's so, well, it's something, when I say powerful, but hopefully it is, but don't let the size and scale of what you want to do prevent you from actually going ahead with it. It's all, that thing that is big, that thing that has got size and scale, your idea of what you want to do, even if it seems like not a taboo subject to people, but whatever it is that's so different about it, which that you can deliver, that's the thing that you want to be doing. That is the thing. Whatever that thing is, whatever that story is, whether it's a drama, a documentary, a romance, like a rom-com, a romantic comedy, horror, um, action, science fiction, whatever it is, like, that is what, if it that's the thing that you should do. That's one of the that, you might want to do other things, but that thing is where you should focus all your energy on, and channel all your energy into. So I stand by that. I mean, because why would you make something and invest all your energy in something but you don't really care about? You need to go after that thing that you really want to see made, and filmed, and sorry, when I say made or filmed, I mean produced, like, from paper, to, like, from the idea written on paper to the finished creation. So, like, the vision, like, realized, um what, it's a bit quiet on here tonight. That's totally fine. I'm glad that there's some people here that have given me some appreciation, and that I'll stay on a bit longer. Maybe some people that I'll catch, that I'll find some. There'll be people that will join me shortly, hopefully. I've got 68 subscribers. Wow. I think I woke up today with 63 subscribers, and yesterday I had 60. Wow. I've almost got 70 subscribers. That's awesome. I'll almost be at 100 soon. This is amazing. This is cool. Wow. See what I mean? When you channel your energy into something, the people will find you. Like the people that are in harmony with what you're offering will feel that. You know, that's why I'm saying, right? Don't let the size and scale of your vision prevent you from doing it. I'm gonna have a breather. Sorry, I need to catch my breath. Elf Wald, let's go. I don't know where that guy from New Zealand's got to. Maybe he's eating his breakfast. I don't know. I think it's 10 a.m. where he is. Well, the topic. I mean, I didn't put a topic in the title, but I've mentioned it a couple of times on here. But I'll mention it again. But the title, if I was to give it a title, the topic. I'll just all right. The topic's about the size and the scale of the vision that you want to make. Um. Okay. No. Okay. Well, good luck with that. And so where was I? Yeah. So what I was discussing was the size and scale of a vision. So I'm talking to people here that are interested in filmmaking. Um. Whether you actually want to be whether you're just listening to me or whether you actually want to be active in filmmaking. Either or. This is what I'm gonna say. The size and the scale of the vision that you want to create, like, don't let it stop you from making it. The bigger the scale of it and the size of it is what you should be going after. That's what you need. That's the thing that you want. You know, you don't because it's the size and scale of it feels big. It may feel big to you. The vision, like how would you word it? Like do you know what I mean? Don't let that stop you or prevent you from creating that. That's it's the opposite. That's the thing that you need to be chasing after, that thing. You need to keep that feeling alive. You need to go after that thing. That's the thing that which is going to distinguish you from other people, other filmmakers. Uh, that's what the topic is today. It's about the size and the scale of someone's idea. You know, like you need. If it's big, don't go small. Don't downsize it to try and cut costs or or listening to the opinions of others. If it's something that you have to put, anything that a true filmmaker wants to make anyway is something that they're believing in. You have to believe in the thing that you're making. You know what I mean? Forget about the money. Forget about all that bullshit. Forget all that shit. Like, I don't usually swear and curse on this channel, but like, forget that. I'm talking to people that really care about film and cinema, like, and you're honest. You know, like you've got integrity. You know, if you want to be a filmmaker, right, and you want to provide your stories to show people, like, yeah, to entertain, but to make people feel um you want to evoke emotion in an audience. You want them to feel connected to the story, to the characters. If you're in it for that, then this channel is for you. People like me, like, are for you. I'm not here to sell you like this anything else. Like, don't worry about money and things like that, because if the greater the thing that you do, the money will follow that. It's a reflection of how the quality of your stories that you're putting out, and the respect of the audience, right, and the fans, a fan base, that you may have, that you may grow. You must get people from all over visiting your channel. I have done, yeah. I have had a lot of people visiting this channel, yeah. I don't think I've had many American people yet on here, or people from the USA. It's mainly been people from the UK that have found me, which is great, because that's where I live. So, hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Samuel. I live in the UK. This channel is about filmmaking, my love of cinema, and yeah, my journey with film. And so, my journey into filmmaking, I should have said. So, um, I mean, today I have a topic in mind. But I mean, if anyone's got any questions that they want to ask me that are related to film, I mean, please put ask if you want to ask me something. But if it's related to filmmaking, then fine, yeah, put a comment in. On this channel, as I've mentioned, I'm here to speak about, all things related to the filmmaking process. So, I mean, yeah, I could speak about certain films I like, and that, and you could tell me what your favorites are, if you have any. But ultimately, I think what this channel is about is what the meaning of film is to me, and why um and just to like describe like different processes of everything that goes into a film, like a film. So it's a place to connect with people too that are have the same connection to it like I do. So I'm hoping, this is why I've made this channel. It's very quiet indeed tonight. Very quiet. Which is fine, you know. Hello, everyone. As well, like, you know, this is a platform for me to, like, talk to other filmmakers. You know, that's why, like, that is sort of that goes hand in hand with making this channel. It's it's a place for me to speak about my journey and what I'm, yeah, my journey, and to collaborate. Excuse me. To collaborate with other, like, upcoming, like, independent filmmakers, and you know, so it's a good. I've already met a couple of people already that are already students. It's awesome. It really is. It's great. Anyone's got a comment or question, please post it below. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Okay. Don't be shy, baby. I mean, so far on this channel, I've, like, not had any problems. Like, there's been most of it's been positive, because, you know, like, with trolls and, you know, negative comments and that, I've virtually had none. Like, I mean, maybe one or two, but other than that, it's just been nothing but positive, interested people that are interested in what I'm discussing. So, and that's I'm glad. You know, I'd rather have that and it be quiet than it be loud and full of, like, noise and negative stuff. So, uh, I'll stay on here for, like, another 10 minutes, and then if nothing else happens in between after that time, I'll probably part ways here tonight and then say see you later. Say goodbye. But I mean, this live stream, like, there is more that I could say. There is a lot of things I could go into, but I think maybe I'll discuss that scale thing one more time, about the size and the scale of a vision that you have. If you have an idea, I'm talking to, so basically right now I'm talking to the potential filmmakers that are listening to this, right? If you have a vision in your mind's eye, if you have an idea and there's a story that you want to tell, right? Keep that. And if it feels big or it overwhelms you, even more reason to keep it and go for it. That's the story. That if that whatever that is, but that's the thing that you need to make. Like, I don't know if I'm saying this right or not. I don't know if anyone really grasps what I'm saying here. I don't know. If you do, then good. But I don't know. Like, if like, don't let the size and the scale of what your heart is telling you put you off from doing it. It's showing you it in your heart because it wants you to do it. It's like it's a message from within. You should be doing it, or from a higher, perspective, from a, even from spiritual point of, you should be doing this. So if it feels like a big story, if it feels like a grand, the bigger the scale of it, as I say, the more reason that you need to go after it and do that and hold on to it. Why let go of that and settle, like, at, like, or what's that word, like, make something which is like half as good as what you originally wanted to make. So the bigger the size and the scale of it is what's going to distinguish you in the world, from other filmmakers. um well, I say the size and the scale, it's mainly about what's so different about that story, and why you feel so uh driven to make it. You know, whatever weird or strange sort of element to it, which is like, which most people wouldn't do, but you did it. You've woven that into the fabric of that piece of film. That your signature is on it. Whatever it is that's so different about it that you knew that you could do and no one else was doing it. That's the thing which is going to which is going to stand you apart from other filmmakers. That's the word I was looking for. Stand apart. Yeah, it will stand you apart from other filmmakers. So, and as I say, and if the scale and the size of it it happens to be big, and it's gonna keep you apart, stand you apart from other filmmakers. That is that's it. That's the thing. That is the thing that you need to commit to and make it. And don't come up with any excuses. You make that. You make that story, whatever that is. You make that and film it. You get the right people. You look the actors in the eyes. If you want, in the audition process, you feel the feeling. You follow your feelings and you look them in the eye. And obviously, like, it's a process in itself, auditioning, and which is a very important process. Because at the end of the day, these are the people that are going to be in your project, your film, your vision. If you cast the wrong people and you start filming, you can't edit that out because they're there from the beginning. That you got to work with them, or abandon it. Only then to recast the right people. So you need to be working with the right people, and if you follow your feelings and you know how to be receptive to people's energy, like, you can read, like, you can feel where they are, you can see it in their eyes. The more good you are at following your feelings and connecting with people, the less likely it will be that you'll make the wrong decision in casting wrong people. Right, meaning you're less likely to make poor choices. You'll be making good choices, if not the absolute correct ones. So so it's all about the people you work with, and and staying true to your vision, like staying true to the size and the scale of what you want to make, but you need to obviously like have the right team with you. That is everything. If you've got the right team with you, you've already won. You've already won. I'm telling you right now, you've won. If you've got the right team of people working with you, right, you have won. Even if it's a low budget independent film, it doesn't matter. It's about it's about the energy that it's about um the care of staying true to your vision. That's what matters most. It doesn't matter if you make a film on a budget of $1,000 or $10,000 or $1,000,000 or $100 million. In all them different scenarios there, what needs to stay constant is you staying true to your vision. That's the constant which needs to be there. It doesn't matter how big the budget is or the money that you're offered to make the potential film. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Like, having a lot of money doesn't mean that you're guaranteed to make a good film. It doesn't mean anything. It's about the vision. It's about that and that only. It doesn't matter how much money you've got, because you could still have a lot of money, but then end up making like a piece of garbage, So it doesn't matter, because I think there's like a perception in the world which says, oh, this film's got $150 million. Wow, this is going to be amazing, and then it ends up being garbage. So it's got nothing to do with it's got nothing to do with the budget. It's about staying true to your heart, following your vision, following that vision. So if you happen to be given a lot of money to make it's a reflection of the scale and size of the vision you want to make. And it's also, by that point, if you're being offered any money like that anyway, this is obviously like further into someone's career in filmmaking. Someone who's already built up some reputation, who's got the respect from not just the studios or the investors who are giving them the money, but let's just say it's a studio. It's the respect of the public, because the only reason that if you was to be offered $100 million, you know, so many X amount of years into the filmmaking business, so in terms of like Hollywood, like, or not even Hollywood, but like large scale filmmaking, cinematic, you know, wide scale, filmmaking, the only reason why you'd be even offered that amount of money to do a film anyway with a studio is because you've already demonstrated that by that point that you've made all the things that you've made before, the public responded to positively, because you kept your vision there. You stayed true to your vision and all them previous things. So when the next thing comes along, you're given not just another opportunity, you're given more money, more resources, and more freedom to create the thing that the next thing that you're the next vision that you're setting what your heart is set upon. So I'm not saying it's not going to be stressful. I'm not saying it's not going to be challenging. Still, you need a bit of stress, and you need it to be a challenge, because otherwise there's no point in doing it. It'll be boring. If you're not being tested while you're doing something, maybe your heart is not. You don't really care about it enough. That's the point. You need to have something which really drives you, but your heart is screaming at you. This is the story. This is the one. This is it. You ain't gonna feel them feelings towards something that you don't feel a connection towards. So you're basically just call it a day, call it quits, and just leave it. Don't even do it. It's got to be something that you really feel connected to, passionate about. So I think I'll end this live stream on this. It's 9:15 here in the UK. This is on here for people to watch, obviously, later on. I hope you enjoy this. Whoever's been listening to this. Yeah, all these external things don't really have an effect on you. They're either there to aid you or they're there for you to learn to ignore, right? And right, any sort of doubt or negativity, you ignore that. Any resources that are given to you, like more money, more budget, more, resources, more crew, more, whatever, you use that in harmony with the vision that your heart is set upon. So you use that to your advantage. But either way, you got to stay true to your vision. That's what I am saying. You got to stay true to the vision. There's some filmmakers, right, where they've made a film, like a budget film, for like a few $1,000s, and then they've gone to a studio down later on where they've made something on a huge scale or huge budget, and it's not worked out because they've been sidetracked by the money, by the I don't want to say they're overwhelmed and sidetracked, I suppose, by the sort of the 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 the, s- the expectations of the studios and all this stuff. So and because of the money, because of the financial input that's being given to you. You shouldn't lose sight of the vision that you're going to make. And at the end of the day, right, you don't accept an offer from a studio. This is another piece of advice that I'm going to say. Like, and then there's people out there saying that might not believe me, but if a studio offers you like X amount of money to direct something, but your heart ain't in it, don't do it. See, most people, right, would do it because out of fear of wondering where the next paycheck's going to come from or whatever. You know, it's not easy for me saying this. It's not because like people might say, well, it's easy for you to say this. No, I'm saying it to save to protect your integrity and to save a lot of hassle down the line. For people that have got the integrity that I'm already talking about, they will know exactly what I'm saying here. They'll know that I'm telling the truth. Um, right, so it's self-explanatory. They'll know what I'm saying. You don't take on a project and commit to something if your heart is not in it. If you tell the studio, listen, I don't want this, but thank you anyway, it doesn't mean that you won't get another job offered to you again by the same studio. I think, if anything, they'll appreciate your honesty. They'd appreciate, you know what I mean? So you just have to, because the worst thing to do is to take on something that you don't really care about, and then you have to live up to all the expectations of the studio. You've just gave you, when I say you, but they're giving you the amount of money to play with, $60 million, $80 million. This is a lot of money, right? You have to be accountable for all that money, where every dollar is going. Blah blah blah. You got to commit to a project for like 6 months to a year on a film, right? That you don't even care about. So that's going to reflect in the work that you do. It's going to reflect. So not only it will that piece of work that you've got involved in, which you didn't really want to do, you just wanted it for the money, or out of fear of when the next paycheck will be, you've entered into that thing, which not only the public will feel that when it gets released, and they'll feel that it will rub off on the public. They'll feel it in the viewing of the movie. Not only will they feel it, but the studios as well will feel they'll feel that as well, that you've not really. So and then they won't, and then don't be surprised if they don't ever speak to you again. So I think the best thing to do from the get-go, right from the beginning, is to tell them, just to be honest. You tell them if your heart is in it to make this, and you need to explain why you need things done your way, what you want out of it, what the resources and the responsibilities what you want, and when you want to be left alone and you want them to back off. If your heart is really in it, you need to tell that to the people that are going to give you this money, I really don't want this, but this is how I want to do it. These are the rules, or or kindly, if you don't agree to this, then I'm not gonna. Then it's best. Otherwise, I'm not doing it. You need to show confidence and balls to these people. You need to show them that you've got you've got some testicles, man. You know what I mean? Like, and I mean that respectfully. Or if you're a female, is it the same thing applies? You know, you need to show that brave tenacity, right? So it's more than anatomy. You know, I meant that as like a metaphor. You know, you need to show them that you've got balls, right? So, and they'd appreciate that, even if you pass on it and say, I don't want to make this. This is why, and this is why. But hopefully we can work together on the next thing. And they'll remember that. They'll remember that you were honest with them, that you didn't waste their time, that you're keen to work with them in the future if the right project, if the right story comes along. And you know what I mean? And they'll see you as reliable just for saying that to them, just for having that conversation with these people, the private investor or a studio or whoever. They'll see you as reliable, and they'll see you as a filmmaker who's got integrity. See, all these qualities are attractive. The worst thing to do is to take it on and you really don't care about it. You just want some money, money, money. You know, it's just gonna. That sort of behavior is what leads to like career. You know, like death. You know, like in some ways, like so. You need to stick to something that you passionately believe in, and maybe the thing that is presented to you is not ideally what you have would have liked to have made, but it's something that you might have a bit of interest in, that you want to give it a go and you want to pour your energy into it and revive it. It might be something that you wouldn't necessarily would have wanted to take on, that the studio is offering you, but you're willing to do it on your terms. But you tell it to the studio, you say, look, this isn't ideally the thing I want to make, but if you give me the time and the money to do this, and you give me the crew of people that I want, you might even tell them that you already got people that you know that you want to work with already. You've already got a team. This is what I want. This is my salary. This is the people that I want to work with, and that's their salaries. You let them know from then, and this is what you can bring to the table if you let me do it on my terms. But it's got to be on my terms, and you've got to let me do it the way I want to do it, and I'll do it with all my energy, all my love, And this will be this is what I will offer in return. It wasn't initially what you would have thought you wanted to do or make, but it's something that you will you want to reinvent. You want to do it, but your way. You want to give it your. If they say no, we wanting to do it our way, they've already got an agenda in mind, and this is what you got to do. And this is what you got. You say, well, no, thanks. It's best that you phone up someone else. You contact someone else. Say no. Walk away. Just walk away, right? Leave it. If they then turn around and say to you after you tell them, that it's got to be on my terms, I'll do it this way. You know, it's not what I wanted to do originally, but with my interpretation on it and my sort of guidance with it, the way my flavor, my style, I'm happy to do it this way, but you got to let me do it this way. If they say yes, that's fine. We accept that. Go for it. Then do it. But ultimately, I think wherever you are in life with this, if you're a filmmaker and you want to start making stories, like obviously when you start off independently, you got to have the story in mind that you want to tell. That's number one, and you stick to that vision. You don't drift away from it. You find the money for it. You find the resources. If it's independently made, then you'll find the ways to do it. Right? You'll find the money. You know what I mean? You'll gather the ways. You'll raise funds. Crowdfunding or whatever. You'll put your own money into it. But you'll do everything you can to make that film. Anything you can. I think on this note, we'll tie it up here. We'll tie it up like a bow, this is the end of the live stream. All right. So, I mean, if there was any more questions or comments that could have been put through, I mean, I would have stayed longer to answer these questions, but there's not been any, and that's fine. I'm glad that I had the opportunity to say this on camera. Um, don't wait around. Don't wait around for the studios to contact you. You know, or for anyone to give you some sort of recognition, or give you a chance. Give yourself the recognition. Give yourself that chance. Start making your own. Start making something. You know what I mean? Start making your own material. You know what I mean? Start doing your own. Start bringing your own visions in. Start bringing your own visions to the table. Right? Talk to people. Find. Work with. Collaborate. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing to stop anyone from making a film. There's nothing to stop. Like, even if you get an iPhone and video something, different scenes, and you end it, and then you do another shot from another angle. You do something else. You do something else, or you video, or you film different locations. You throw that together in an editing software, or even on your phone. There's softwares on the phone. Shape the footage. Color code it, color grade. Put some music on there. You know, whatever there might not be no actors in it. It might just be like visual stuff. After you've edited it all, whether it has actors in it and there's some sort of narrative, there's a story, actors, or whether there's not, or whether it's just a visual. At the end of that, when you've edited it and you've created it, you've made that. You've directed that. You produced it. You were you know what I mean? It's like my video. I've said this before. I'll say it one more time because I'm trying to like just show the point of things on my channel. I made a video on my channel. It's on there, this channel, about The Odyssey and IMAX, the upcoming movie, The Odyssey film by Christopher Nolan. Now, in that video that I've made, I starred in it. You could see it as I was the actor. So I starred in it, produced it, edited it. Was a sound editor on it, which comes under editing. Directed it. So I starred, produced, and directed, and edited that video. Forget about what the narrative is of it, the story. It's not even a story. It's just me talking about something. It doesn't matter. It's the point. It's the fact that I did that, and that, and then made the final thing, right? So let's recap. I starred in, produced, and directed, and edited this the whole thing. I did it all, right? That is like the director. That's filmmaking. It's just about the subject that you're talking about, or what you're, it looked more, it came across more as like a documentary style thing, even though it's me on camera talking, but the point is that you understand what I'm trying to say. Whatever it is that you're making, you try and take ownership as many things as you can, or you work with other people that can take on that ownership. You collaborate. If you make something, it doesn't mean that you got to produce it. You work with a producer. You find the people. Do you understand? Because a producer is the person who's in charge of where all the money's being spent, the salaries and all the costs, and they're the ones who figure all that out. A producer, they're the ones who, unless you want to help out with that as well. But you see my point. The video that's on my channel, I starred in it, directed it, produced it, edited it. So, you know, you've got to want to do it, So, so that's the director. That's the director's, that I directed that. Do you understand? Like, if you look, I know it's not a Hollywood movie, but but you see my point. That is an example of creating something like for film. It all applies. You know what I mean? It all applies to what I'm saying. It's just the size and scale of wherever you're doing. It's about the idea. Anyway, I'm going to be going now. Thanks for everyone who was here. And I appreciate for people that were watching this on catch up after it's been uploaded. I'm really tired, as you can tell. I'm going to be sleepy time anytime soon. And I'm happy that someone's even been here to listen to this. There's been a couple of people here. And I'm grateful for people, as I say, that were watching this afterwards. Think about what I've said. Be serious about what I've said. And start working towards what you want to make. It's got to be something that you passionately believe in. I'm quoting Christopher Nolan. He said that. Don't make something if your heart is not in it. Don't even bother. Don't bother doing it. That's the thing. When you find the thing that you really want to make, that you're chasing, that you can't stop thinking about it. That might even scare you. It's so overwhelmingly powerful, but you feel that you must do it, That is the thing that you want to make, and don't let anyone talk you out of it. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you right now. Thank you very much, everyone. Subscribe. Watch my video that I put on the channel. As I say, it's called The Odyssey and IMAX Thoughts. You'll see it's a black and white thumbnail with me going like this. And there's a photo of the Odyssey poster in the thumbnail as well. So that's on this channel. That's on my video section. So check that out. It's 15 minutes and it's an introduction to, there's some thoughts on the upcoming movie, but it's mainly about IMAX and my connection to it and where I go to experience it in London. So it's a bit of information about the IMAX format, because not everyone has experienced it. Believe it or not, it's not it, and it's got to be experienced with the right film as well. Because they play certain films at the IMAX that are not true IMAX films. They've just been blown up to fit on an IMAX screen. So they've been converted. What's that word? Upscaled. That's the word. They're shot on ordinary 35mm cameras, which is still studio standards. 35mm is great. That's the standard studio film, right? IMAX is a superior grade of filmmaking. It's just better. Basically, it's just, I don't know how to explain. It's just the best in the world. Like, it's the highest. It's a higher form, but it doesn't take it. But 35mm is still magical for filmmakers who understand physical film, is who prefer that, who understand that that's the way to shoot a film on, not digital. Digital is great. It has its purpose in the world. I'm not against it, but it's when you're seeing something projected on a screen digitally, as opposed to a lamp, a bulb shining through moving film in a film projector, blowing up the image on every frame as it's rolling through the projector. The quality of the film, the look of and feel of it being projected onto a screen is different than watching something digitally being projected. The film looks it's more immersive, it's more real, it feels more. It's how the filmmaker saw it as he was filming it. It's not digital. It's not got that same look and feel, and there's a different energy to it. Anyway, the video that I've made is about IMAX. So thank you, everyone. Goodbye. I'll see you very soon. Bye.